Superman does provide that.
And it's a lock-in immediately for Superman. 0-7 played a lot of Superman well. The moments that he wasn't banned, 0-7 played a lot of Superman.
And Raz, heard you a lot of heard you like flying punches at high speeds, knocking people everywhere.
I said hi, CC. I wasn't thinking straight. Mina was still on the board. Of course, Mina comes through, and now they cannot play Kriknak.
They absolutely cannot. Kriknak will get absolutely bodied.
So yeah, it's going to be a Morin coming out. I do favor Nova. I did from the beginning. I still do. This comp is in decidedly their favor.
And Viram, you kind of...
I skipped my prediction.
Yeah, no, you were like, oh, let's get into the draft phase. But in reality, it was, oh, jump, I don't want to make a prediction.
We're getting into game number 1 here. Nova pulling in 0-7 and potentially pulling in Sizer right here. Trying to find this first opening kill. Oh, no. Bambi, please. That's not how the movie's supposed to start. Not again, TJ.
Oh man, that's big damage onto Sizer. Shutting him down this early is huge, and if Nova are able to maintain this control of the enemy jungle, it's not going to stop.
As now the jungle invade once again for Nova is very real. I have to say already, playing here with 0-7 looking so comfortable. Great positioning on Clamaris though, as Vex a little bit far out of position right now. The Angelic Splendor is coming through from Coco, but the damage has already been done, and now Coco is in way too deep. The shield to try and keep him alive, but all the members of Dead Rabbits are here. The Dragon has spawned. This is the perfect rotation for them as well, and I love this positioning. Putting Roxy up front, creating this literal wall of fire right now, but Grizzly Q needs to go in and try and find the big ult. We do have Solo Q Victim be pulling in the back. Poseidon, the beautiful play with the heal is there. The Nature's Rally. 0-7 is trying to knock them around, but Coco once again with the Angelic Splendor, but it's too late. The fight is already over, TJ.
How can you use your AoE pushback on the Superman?
But it's so critical right here, and unfortunately, Dead Rabbits decide they want to just dive under tower with no minions, and they fake Grizzly Q?
I think you mean fortunately. It works brilliantly.
Looks so solid, and the pure play from Sizer, despite the initial opening, has overall been fantastic. But there's a beautiful Dark Dominion from Grizzly Q, and the early Angelic Splendor. They finally found Sizer, but all the heals are coming through. The Nature's Rally Poseidon is getting absolutely shredded. The exuberance from Alex P. Such a monster. Grizzly Q, why are you still there? The damage from Solo Q Victim will be a victim no longer. Almost...
Was that the Forest Sentry bouncing from 3 members to find that kill?
Dead Rabbits has decided we're just all going to stand on top of the heal. We're all just going to stand on top of this Nature's Rally and all on top of this exuberance. And now everybody goes in. Everybody's getting shredded. Poseidon's not standing a chance. 0-7 is trying to help sustain his team, pushing everybody back. Sizer's going to be the target again, but Coco, he's coming once again to his death, and Superman is going to join him. Clamaris with the shadow is going off. Can the attacks get through the beads?
Oh my lord! Victim with the deep dive closes out the fight. That was perfect. That was the ideal team fight, and just as Nova started to theorycraft their way back into it, they're slaughtered by Victim's dive.
And this is going to be it. The minions are on the court. That is GG. Dead Rabbits showing the life in this series. They take game number 1.
They didn't do that because they already didn't have a mid. So they would have had to run Marja mid and then something weird. So it makes sense. I was so excited for a moment, I thought we were going to see a Kriknak. But no, we do settle.
Okay.
And we might get the response. I guess that's going to be a jungle Yorn? You could run jungle Ryoma. I've never seen...
You could run a jungle Ryoma with a Yorn side lane. I mean, we've seen Nova play.
Clamaris playing that Arduin has been such a threat, and right now, Restless, how do you do it? They're just hard committing to this push right now. They need to allocate some resources. If you're Dead Rabbits, you need to start to clean this up. The Sentry is going to go out right now, and finally, we are seeing the rotation. Can Alex P start this off? There's the stun connecting onto 0-7. The heal, the follow-up. That is the absolute deletion. Grizzly Q as well, trying to sustain through this. But Solo Q Victim finding that opening, or just making the opening.
Need to back off, especially this early on. That is a major player to lose.
Yeah, and that was just kind of disastrous there for Nova as Grizzly Q. Again, look at the healing coming out, and look at, he because he attacked the slow.
Yeah,
you set that up so beautifully, TJ.
Combination alongside Restless landing his own slows. It was a perfect duo.
Now
Nova need a response.
Well, this is the response. It's called Exuberance, diving onto Solo Q Victim already. Sizer getting caught on the wall. That was absolutely disaster. That cost him his life.
The flicker as well. Very well played by Poseidon.
For Nova here, especially going into the late game. However, Sizer needs to be careful. He doesn't step too far forward. The spear not connecting from Solo Q Victim here. The stun coming through with the Wailing Blight, but the return and the Metamorphosis. Alex P needs to get right on out of there. Grizzly Q is here with the Nature's Rally. They're going to try and turn on this. Restless on the flank. Look at the damage coming through onto Nova Esports. Vex is going down, but the Exuberance counter Poseidon is going in there. But Poseidon is going to fall, getting 2 kills though for good measure.
That might be too far forward. Oh, that Agni's grasp, that would have decided the fight.
That would have been absolutely huge, but now Coco is returning onto this as well, dropping a follow-up stun. Clemaris was so close to taking the game in the hands of Dead Rabbits. You actually see 0-7 out-farming him in that side lane. We do see the fight breaking out as Coco is on the flank, getting a great 3-man stun, but the Nature's Rally and the heal is keeping them up. The fight in the mid, though, forcing back the Marja, and Solo Q Victim is now the target, as well as Grizzly Q is joining the fray. The spear does not connect, but Clemaris is doing so much work. There's the return metamorphosis.
That was all a distraction. Nova didn't care if they won that fight. That was just to get the mid lane tower. If he completes this build, it's going to be devastating.
Speaking of devastating, we do have an amazing metamorphosis coming in. Grizzly Q is in deep in the back, but Clemaris and the Wildfire is keeping his team in this game, and Vex is there as well. They take the tower, they take the fight, and they're still pushing in.
Coco being kind of the leading edge for them. Vex just spent his pinwheel. This actually is very dangerous for him.
Oh, Vex is caught out. That was the key pick the Dead Rabbits need, and now they're going to look to try and go in on the back. This Coco is here as well, but not wanting to commit too many more resources to this fight as of yet is Nova. No, there is the beautiful follow-up of the Metamorphosis, and the Jinnar is there as well, but the Nature's Rally through all of this, and the heal is sustaining them somehow. The follow-up in the backs. Alex P with a massive stun, connecting onto 3 members. They went in, but the Pura said no.
That's why they couldn't take these 5v5 team fights, and they take a 4v5 team fight instead, with Vex overcommitting.
Try and set things up with the heals. You can't out-trade into a Pura, you can't out-poke into a Pura, but this might be the opening here with Nature's Rally.
Stop grouping, stop playing together. Nova need to spread out and go for map control, but they're playing as this group team comp, and it's costing them.
The Death Ball is really coming in. Can they turn into this? The stun is not there in time, the Metamorphosis, but the great job getting out is Marja. Grizzly Q is standing in the middle of this, but Clemaris is still there. The Exuberance is chunking him down and trading out 1-for-1. No! Taking it back now was Dead Rabbits. The Drake summoned a team fight supplement in the middle of this, actually doing pretty well.
Who knew that's the strat? You're taking a losing team fight, summon the Drake. He's going to get a crit almost every single flurry, if not twice. That's like devastating. He's going to do so much burst.
They need to go in right now. If you're the side of Dead Rabbits, you need to commit on this fight right now. Coco needs to target when Vex is not here. Grizzly Q is in the back, splitting the fight. There's the Ghost Walk to try and get up, but Sizer is going to be the target. The Nature's Rally is trying to split this fight, but it is too little too late. Nova has reached their critical mass. They are taking down the Dead Rabbits, putting them in the ground right now. Clemaris is trying to sustain through all of this Solo Key Victim with the dodge, but it's not enough. They let it go too long, TJ. That is going to be GG. Game number 2 is going to Nova Esports.